Good morning, my friend, and welcome back. There is something most people over 60 are never told about aging skin, and honestly, it changes the whole conversation. The firmness you miss, the softness you want back, the lines that seem deeper every season, all of that is not just about what you put on your face. Very often, it starts with what is missing inside your body. If you care about aging well, please subscribe today, because every video here is made to help you feel stronger. And in this video, I am going to walk you through 6 simple things you can add to your water that may help support firmer looking skin, better hydration, and healthier collagen from the inside out. Now, before we get into the list, I want to say something important because I know many of you are tired of hearing impossible promises. This is not about magic powders, overnight transformations, or looking 25 again by next Tuesday. That is not real, and you deserve better than that. What this is about is understanding what changes after 60 and how to work with your body instead of against it. As we get older, skin becomes thinner, drier, and less elastic. It also heals more slowly. That means the right daily habits matter more now, not less. The good news is that small choices repeated every morning can start to make a visible difference over time. What makes this especially important after 60 is that aging skin is not only about the surface, and that is where so many people get missled. By this age, your skin is dealing with lower natural oil production, slower cell turnover, years of sun exposure, and reduced collagen support. On top of that, many older adults do not drink enough fluid consistently, and some do not absorb nutrients as efficiently as they once did. So if your skin feels papery, loose, dull, or just not like your skin anymore, you are not imagining it. Your body may be asking for better support, better hydration, and better building materials. And that is exactly what this countdown is about. Before we start with number 6, I want to hear from you because your experience matters to me. Tell me in the comments below your age and the one skin change that bothers you most right now. Is it the sagging along the cheeks, the fine lines around the mouth, the dry, creepy look on the arms, the thinning skin on the hands? Put it in the comments because I do read them and your stories shape what I make here. Also, one quick note, if you have kidney disease, heart failure, severe reflux, are on blood thinners, or your doctor has told you to limit certain supplements, always check first before adding anything new to your routine. Let us begin with number 6, and this one is not glamorous at all, but it may be the foundation that makes everything else work better. I am talking about a low sugar electrolyte mix or a very light mineral support added to your water. Not because minerals alone erase wrinkles, and not because you need some trendy sports drink, but because hydration becomes a bigger challenge as we age. Many older adults have a weaker thirst signal, and that means they may be underhydrated without realizing it. When skin is dry from the inside, it can look flatter, rougher, and more lined. If your cells do not have enough fluid balance, your skin cannot look its best no matter what cream you buy. Here is the key though, and this matters. I am not telling you to dump a spoonful of salt into your glass and hope for a miracle. I am talking about either a sugar-free electrolyte powder used exactly as directed, or a small amount of mineral support if your health allows it. The goal is not a salty drink. The goal is making water easier for your body to use, especially if you are someone who drinks water but still feels dry. Think of it this way, plain water is important, but sometimes a little mineral balance helps it stay useful where it matters. If you are on a sodium restriction, skip the salt idea and talk with your clinician first. Safety always comes before hacks. At number 5, I want to talk about something warm, simple, and surprisingly elegant, and that is green tea made with water and sipped as part of your daily rhythm. Now, I am not putting green tea high on this list because it directly rebuilds collagen the way a nutrient cofactor might. I am putting it here because one of the biggest drivers of visible skin aging is oxidative stress, especially the kind linked to sun exposure and inflammation over time. Green tea is rich in catechins, plant compounds that have been studied for helping protect the skin against some ultraviolet-related damage. In plain English, that means it may help defend the skin you still have instead of letting daily wear and tear break it down faster. What I like about green tea for older adults is that it does not ask much of you, yet it can become a gentle daily ritual. Brew it, let it cool a little, and drink it plain or with a squeeze of lemon if you enjoy that. If caffeine bothers you, choose decaf green tea so you still get the habit without feeling jittery. And be realistic here. Green tea is not a facelift in a mug. It is more like quiet insurance for your skin, helping reduce some of the oxidative pressure that contributes to an older, more tired appearance. If you take blood thinners or are very sensitive to caffeine, do check first. But as a daily skin supportive drink, this one earns its place. Number 4 may surprise you because most people think of it as dessert, but I am talking about unsweetened cocoa stirred into warm water. Not sugary hot chocolate from a packet, not a marshmallow drink, real unsweetened cocoa. In one human trial, regular cocoa flavanol intake was linked with improvements in wrinkles and skin elasticity over time, especially in photo-aged skin. That matters because a lot of what we call aging skin is really years of accumulated sun exposure showing up later. Cocoa contains plant compounds called flavanols that may support circulation and help the skin handle environmental stress more gracefully. And better circulation matters because well-nourished skin tends to look more alive, more supple, and less tired. The mistake people make with cocoa is turning it into a sugar bomb, and then wondering why nothing improves. If you want the skin benefits, keep it simple. Stir unsweetened cocoa into warm water, or use a minimally sweetened version if you truly need it more palatable. Some people add cinnamon, which is fine if it agrees with them. The point is not to create a milkshake. The point is to get the flavanol-rich cocoa in a form you will actually stick with. And let me say this clearly, consistency matters more than intensity. One perfect mug will not change your skin, but a smart daily habit repeated over months just might help your skin look calmer, softer, and less weathered. Now we move into the top 3, and this is where the conversation gets a lot more targeted. At number 3 is hyaluronic acid in a supplement form that can be mixed into water or taken alongside water. Most people hear hyaluronic acid and think of expensive creams, injections, or labels they barely understand. But inside the body, hyaluronic acid is part of what helps tissues hold water. It acts like a moisture magnet. And when skin loses that plump, cushion look after 60, one reason is that the skin is not holding moisture the way it used to. That is why this one gets my attention. It is not just surface hydration, it is supporting the skin's ability to feel less depleted. What makes oral hyaluronic acid interesting is that in human studies, improvements in skin hydration have shown up within a matter of weeks, and longer use has been associated with better looking fine lines and even thicker outer skin structure. That is a big deal for mature skin because after 60, the issue is often not one dramatic crease. It is that overall flat, thirsty, fragile look. If you decide to try this, look for a reputable product and follow the label dose rather than guessing. More is not always better. Also, give it time. This is not something you judge after 3 days. Think in terms of several weeks, then look for skin that feels less tight, less dull, and a little more resilient. And here is the deeper point, because this is where many people quit too early. When skin has been dry and depleted for years, restoration is usually gradual. You may first notice that your face does not feel as parched by afternoon. Then perhaps your makeup sits better, or the skin on your forearms looks less ashy, or the lines around the mouth look a little softer when the light hits them. Those small signals matter. They tell you the tissue is becoming better supported. If you do use hyaluronic acid, make it part of an actual hydration routine. Taking it while barely drinking water at all does not make much sense. Give your body both the tool and the fluid it needs. If you are finding this helpful so far, this is the moment to give the video a like, because it truly helps this information reach more adults who need it. And if you have not subscribed yet, consider doing that now, especially if you want practical, grounded videos that respect your age and your intelligence. There is too much noise online, too much fear, too much pressure to chase miracle fixes. What I want for you is something better, useful information, simple routines, and a feeling that your body is still worth investing in. Because it is. Your skin may be changing, yes, but that does not mean your best years of caring for it are behind you. At number 2, we have one of the most talked about options for aging skin, but also one of the most misunderstood, and that is hydrolyzed collagen peptides mixed into water. Here is the first thing you need to know. Collagen creams do not work the same way as collagen you consume. When you drink collagen peptides, you are not pouring new skin directly onto your face. What you are doing is providing your body with collagen-derived amino acid fragments that may help support the skin's own matrix. In several controlled studies and larger reviews, oral collagen supplementation has been associated with improvements in skin hydration and elasticity, especially when people use it consistently for at least 8 weeks. The word that matters there is consistently, because this is where many people get frustrated. They buy a tub, take it 4 times, forget about it, then decide the whole idea is nonsense. That is not a fair test. Most of the better results showed up after weeks, not days. And another thing I want to say, because honesty matters, is that collagen is supportive, not magical. If you are sleeping poorly, eating very little protein, smoking, and baking your skin in the sun, collagen powder is not going to outrun all of that damage. But if you use it as part of a bigger routine, it can be a very helpful tool. Think of it as giving your body more raw material and more signaling support. When choosing collagen, many people prefer an unflavored hydrolyzed powder. They can stir into water, coffee, or tea, but water is the cleanest option if you want simplicity. A common daily amount is around 5 grams, though products vary. Marine collagen and bovine collagen both exist, so pick one that fits your needs and allergies. And here is an important pairing tip B. Collagen works better as part of a complete nutritional picture, not in isolation. Your body still needs enough protein overall, and it also needs vitamin C to help build and stabilize collagen properly. So if you are taking collagen while eating poorly the rest of the day, you may not get the result you hope for. The supplement is not the whole strategy, it is one piece. I want you to picture something for a second, because this is how many people over 60 describe the change they are hoping for. They are not always asking to look younger. What they really want is to look less tired, less deflated, less fragile. They want the skin under the eyes to stop looking so hollow. They want the neck to look less crinkled. They want the hands to stop looking 10 years older than the rest of them. That is why collagen gets so much attention. When it helps, the effect is not usually dramatic in one spot. It is more like the face and skin start to feel better supported overall. A little more bounce, a little more softness, a little less collapse. And now we arrive at number 1, and this may sound almost too simple to deserve the top place, but in terms of collagen support, it absolutely does. I am talking about vitamin C added to your water. Not because vitamin C is trendy, not because it is flashy, but because your body literally needs vitamin C to make and stabilize collagen properly. Without it, collagen building is compromised. That means all the collagen powder in the world does not help much if the body lacks the cofactor required to do the job well. Vitamin C also supports antioxidant protection, which matters because skin aging is accelerated by oxidative damage from sunlight, pollution, and everyday wear and tear. What makes vitamin C especially important after 60 is not just the collagen connection, but the fact that many older adults are not getting enough consistently from food, especially if appetite is lower or meals are repetitive. And even when intake is decent, huge doses are not necessarily smarter. Vitamin C absorption drops when you take too much at one time. That is why moderate, regular intake often makes more sense than megadosing. For many people, a sensible amount of vitamin C powder in water or a buffered form if the stomach is sensitive can be a practical option. You can also use lemon or other vitamin C rich foods during the day, but a measured water-based supplement is one simple way to stay consistent. Here is how I want you to think about vitamin C because it helps cut through the confusion. Vitamin C is not the star because it makes the skin instantly look brighter by lunchtime. It is the star because it helps the underlying collagen process happen more effectively over time. It is the quiet worker in the background, the builder's assistant, the person holding the ladder while the real structural work gets done. If you are already using collagen peptides, vitamin C is one of the smartest things to pair with them. If you are not using collagen at all, vitamin C still matters because your body is always remodeling tissue. Just remember, if you have a sensitive stomach or a history of kidney stones, talk with your clinician before using higher dose supplements. So let us bring this all together into a routine that actually feels doable, because information only matters if it can fit into a real life. In the morning, you might start with plain water or water with a gentle electrolyte support if dehydration is something you struggle with. Later, you could use collagen peptides in water and make sure vitamin C is part of your day as well, whether in the same window or at another consistent time. In the afternoon, green tea could become your calming protective drink. In the evening, a warm unsweetened cocoa could replace a sugary dessert drink. And if you are using hyaluronic acid, keep it steady and simple, no complicated schedule, just repeatable choices. But I need to tell you what not to expect, because this is where disappointment often begins. Do not expect any drink to erase deep lines in a week. Do not expect firm skin if you are chronically sleep deprived, severely stressed, or getting constant sun without protection. And please do not expect one ingredient to solve every problem that has taken years to develop. Skin responds to patterns. Patterns of hydration, nutrition, sleep, sun exposure, and consistency. The beauty of these water additions is not that they are dramatic, it is that they are manageable. They ask very little from you compared to complicated routines, and when used wisely, they can support the skin from the inside where surface products cannot do everything alone. This is also why I always say the real secret is synergy, not obsession. A supportive drink works better when it sits beside enough protein, enough fluid, good sleep, gentle skincare, and basic sun protection. The National Institute on Aging points out that older skin becomes thinner, drier, and less plump, and years of sunlight can make wrinkles and sagging worse. That means your daily choices either work with your skin or slowly wear it down. So yes, add helpful things to your water, but also wear the hat. Use the sunscreen. Avoid smoking. Stop assuming the answer is always a more expensive cream. Often the body needs support before the mirror shows improvement. And there is something else I want to say straight from the heart, because I know some of you are watching this feeling discouraged. Maybe you caught your reflection recently and thought, when did I start looking so tired? Maybe your skin feels unfamiliar now. Maybe you are doing your best and still feeling invisible. If that is you, please hear me. You are not too late. Your skin is changing, yes, but your body is still responsive. Mature skin can still become better hydrated. It can still be better protected. It can still look healthier, calmer, and more supported. You are not chasing youth here. You are building vitality, and that is a very different thing. The truth is that after 60, the goal is not perfection, and I think that is a freedom worth embracing. The goal is skin that feels more comfortable in your own face. Skin that looks less strained, less dry, less worn down. Skin that reflects care instead of neglect. And so often, that begins with ordinary actions done faithfully. A glass of water prepared with intention. A nutrient your body actually uses. A routine you can keep without stress. Over weeks and months, these choices add up. They do not shout, they accumulate. And one day you may notice your skin feels a little softer when you wash it, or your hands look less creased, or someone asks whether you changed something. So here is the full list one more time, clear and simple. Number 6, gentle electrolyte or mineral support for better hydration if you need it. Number 5, green tea for antioxidant and skin protective support. Number 4, unsweetened cocoa for flavanols that may help photo-aged skin. Number 3, oral hyaluronic acid for hydration and a plumper looking skin surface. Number 2, hydrolyzed collagen peptides for elasticity and structural support. And number 1, vitamin C, because without it the collagen conversation is incomplete. None of these is a miracle by itself. Together though, they can become a thoughtful strategy that respects what aging skin actually needs instead of what marketing keeps shouting at you. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone over 60 who would truly benefit from hearing this. Because so many people are still being told that aging skin is something they must simply surrender to. And before you go, tell me in the comments which one of these you would actually add to your water first. Is it collagen, vitamin C, green tea, cocoa? Or are you realizing hydration itself may be the real place to start? I would genuinely love to know. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of yourself, stay consistent, and I will see you in the next video.